everybody, welcome back. I'm going to do another arrangement for you today. My water looks a little dirty because I've already done this once, but I didn't like the camera angle, so I'm trying it again. So remember what I told you the last time we met. You need to take all the leaves off the bottom of the stems that are going to be in the water. This will help make your water last longer. And always after you make an arrangement, dump the water out and put fresh water in. I guess it just gets all the dirt off the stems when you first do the arrangement, and then the water gets filthy. So when you're done making your arrangement for the first time, dump the water out and put fresh water in. Okay, next I'm going to use hosta flowers, which are just now coming or started blooming in my garden. And most everybody has hostas, so you ought to be able to find some somewhere. Maybe a neighbor, what have you. I've always said if you can't find flowers, if you don't have them in your garden, you can go out in the fields, along the roadsides, as long as people don't mind you picking the flowers. Don't pick them out of any parks or anything, because sometimes they don't appreciate that, but you can find flowers somewhere, even if it's just Walmart. And they have some pretty good flowers sometimes. I have gotten them there in the wintertime. Okay, next I'm going to put in some liatris. And this is also going to give it a little height as well. I'll put some of the taller things up in the middle. Taller pieces. You can kind of hear the farmers in the background. I think they're probably doing hay. And then another thing I have here is, I call it gooseneck. I'm not sure really what the technical name is for it. I've heard swan's neck as well. But it's starting to bloom in earnest right now as well. I just try to go around, make sure I get some on every side. Sometimes you might want to turn the vase around just to make sure you're happy with the way things are laying or standing. Just being outside, I have bugs to contend with as well, but that's okay. Okay, then I've got some bee balm, which just started blooming. Again, rotate your vase. Make sure you're staying where you want to be. Getting everything in evenly. I like things evened out, so except for odd numbers of stems, everything else should be evened out. There are different kinds of arrangements that you can do though, but for today we're just going to do one that's all symmetrical. At least I hope it ends up that way. And then I have my raspberry double scoop coneflower. Which I think is just beautiful. God makes a lot of beautiful flowers, doesn't he? I just plant them. He makes them grow. Okay, then I've got some daylilies. Now I'm going to show you. This daylily is done for the day. They only last for a day, so I picked some that have buds on them so that they're going to bloom tomorrow or the day after. I don't know if that one will bloom tomorrow, but it will bloom soon. But I do have some here that are a little bit thicker, and they're going to bloom tomorrow. So I'm going to put those, tuck those in here. They're mostly going to be buds, but they will come out eventually. I don't like to use daylilies, but sometimes, I mean, they do add to the bouquets. I won't say that they don't, but you know, they don't last very long. But they do usually have 2 or 3 buds on them, maybe 4. I don't know if they'll all come out, but usually they do, if you keep the arrangement around long enough. Now I'm going to stick these 2 that have open flowers on them in here, but like I said, they'll be done before the night's out. Probably should take them off, but I will before I take it into work tomorrow. And I get plenty of them so that I know there's going to be at least a couple that are blooming. Okay, and then the final flower is going to be this big yellow lily. I'm only going to put 1 of these in because most of the stalks have like 7 different lilies on them, different buds. They're not all blooming, maybe 1 or 2 of them at a time, but they do last a long time, so they may be blooming for a while. So I'm going to pick a spot. I think I'm going to go, maybe I'll go right here. I'm going to make that my focal point. So it's going to be sitting facing the door so that when people come into Curves tomorrow, they will see this and they'll see the focal flower right up front. Doesn't mean the other flowers aren't important, it just means this one is the center of attention. So let's get a better look at that. There you have it. And there it goes, all the way around. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.